but I can describe some famous ghost encounters for you. However, please keep in mind that these are often debated and not proven to be genuine paranormal occurrences. Here are 5. Number 1. The Brown Lady of Rainham Hall is one of England's most famous and enduring ghost stories. It revolves around Lady Dorothy Walpole, who lived in the early 18th century. Legends suggest that her life was marred by scandal and sorrow, including a rumored affair with the Earl of Wharton. The ghostly tale unfolds in Rainham Hall, where numerous sightings of the Brown Lady have been reported. She is said to appear on the grand staircase dressed in a brown brocade gown. Witnesses describe her as having hollow eye sockets and a mournful presence. Perhaps the most iconic aspect of this legend is the photograph taken in 1936 by 2 photographers from Country Life magazine, which seemingly captured the spectral figure of the Brown Lady descending the stairs. While skeptics question the authenticity of the photograph and the existence of the ghost, the legend endures deeply entwined with the history of Rainham Hall and the tragic narrative of Lady Dorothy Walpole. Number 2. The haunting of Queen Mary's ghost is a famous and eerie tale associated with the Queen's house in Greenwich, London. It is said to involve the restless spirit of Queen Mary I, who reigned over England in the 16th century. According to legend, Queen Mary I, known as Bloody Mary for her harsh persecution of Protestants during her reign, is said to haunt the Queen's house. It is believed that her ghostly presence lingers due to the deep sorrow she experienced in her life, including the loss of several children, and her struggles to maintain her Catholic faith in a Protestant England. The most famous sighting of Queen Mary's ghost occurred in 1963 when a Canadian couple visiting the Queen's house claimed to have seen a woman in period attire on the tulip staircase. The figure seemed so lifelike that the husband even took a photograph, which revealed a ghostly image when developed. While skeptics argue that the photograph might be a result of a camera glitch or double exposure, the legend of Queen Mary's ghost continues to intrigue and captivate those who visit the Queen's house. It stands as one of the many ghostly tales that enrich the history and mystique of historic British landmarks. Number 3. The Myrtles Plantation is a historic and famously haunted estate located in Francisville, Louisiana, USA. Built in 1796 by General David Bradford, it is known for its rich history and numerous ghostly legends. One of the most prominent legends associated with the Myrtles Plantation is that of Chloe, a former slave who allegedly poisoned the family living in the house. Her motive is said to be rooted in a desire for revenge or a bid to gain favor with the family. Chloe's spirit is believed to haunt the plantation to this day, and her story has become an integral part of the estate's folklore. The Myrtles is also renowned for its distinctive architecture, featuring a grand antebellum mansion with large verandas, intricate ironwork, and lush gardens. It has been the subject of numerous paranormal investigations, with reports of ghostly sightings and unexplained phenomena adding to its mystique. While some dismiss the tales of hauntings as folklore or imaginative storytelling, the Myrtles Plantation continues to attract visitors intrigued by its history and reputation as one of the most haunted places in the American South. Whether one believes in the supernatural or not, the Myrtles remains a captivating destination for those interested in the historical and paranormal aspects of Southern plantation life. Number 4. The Enfield Poltergeist is one of the most famous and extensively documented cases of paranormal activity in modern history. It occurred in the late 1970s in a council house in Enfield, North London, and garnered significant media attention. The haunting primarily revolved around the Hodgson family, consisting of single mother Peggy Hodgson and her 4 children. The paranormal events ranged from furniture moving on its own to unexplained knocking, and most notably the children allegedly levitating and speaking in strange voices. One of the most iconic aspects of the Enfield poltergeist case was the voice of a purported spirit named Bill. This voice would speak through Janet, one of the Hodgson children, in a gruff, adult tone. Bill claimed to be the spirit of a former tenant who had died in the house. The case attracted paranormal investigators, journalists, and skeptics alike. Some believed it to be genuine evidence of supernatural activity, while others suspected it was a hoax perpetuated by the children. The Enfield poltergeist remains a topic of debate and fascination in the paranormal community. While some continue to consider it as evidence of the existence of poltergeists, others view it as an elaborate and well-documented case of a haunting, or alternatively, an elaborate hoax. The debate around this case continues to this day, making it a significant part of paranormal lore. Number 5. The Amityville Horror is one of the most famous and controversial cases of alleged paranormal activity in the United States. It revolves around a house located at 112 Ocean Avenue in Amityville, New York. In December 1975, the Lutz family, consisting of George and Kathy Lutz and their 3 children, moved into the house. They claimed to experience a series of terrifying and inexplicable events, including strange noises, foul odors, swarms of flies in the dead of winter, and unsettling visions. George Lutz in particular reported being plagued by anger and nightmares. The most chilling aspect of the story was the Lutz's assertion that the house was haunted by malevolent forces. They claimed that the house was built on a site where a mass murder had occurred in 1974, when Ronald Defoe Jr. killed 6 members of his family. The Lutz family maintained that these traumatic events left a lingering evil presence. Their experiences were detailed in the book, The Amityville Horror by J. Anson, published in 1977. The book became a bestseller and inspired a series of popular horror films. However, skeptics have questioned the veracity of the Lutz family's claims, suggesting that they fabricated the story for financial gain. Some have pointed out inconsistencies in their accounts and the lack of corroborating evidence. Regardless of whether the Amityville Horror is fact or fiction, it remains a significant part of American popular culture and continues to spark debate and fascination surrounding the line between reality and legend in the realm of the supernatural. Remember that the authenticity of these cases is widely debated, and many skeptics doubt the existence of ghosts.